Good morning, peeps. It's Friday. I did not do a vlog yesterday, or the day before, I think. Just didn't have the energy. Some days I'm a little drained. Stood up a little late watching the Bird Box the other night, and that kind of threw me off. So I was up last night watching the rest of the Bird Box. It was okay. Not bad for a made-for-TV movie, which are basically what the Netflix $50 million movies are. Let's see what the budget was on that movie. It's pretty good. I mean, that movie had some really good acting in it. Directed by a female director. She did really good. I gotta look and see what other films she directed. And, man, they're just spot on with that one. That was just really, really good acting. And, it was good. It was really a little better than my initial reaction to it, now that I've seen some of the pieces filled in. Yeah, kind of cool. I guess they're basically saying they're demons. And the creatures are demons. Although in the sketches, they look like aliens. So, kind of interesting there. They squawk and screech like a classic, typical demon sound effect in a movie. But in the drawings, look a little more like aliens. But who knows? Kind of hard to tell. I guess the main one just had glowing eyes. But that was kind of cool how they explain what the aliens look like in a sketch. So at least we got that. We got a dash. So that helped. And, the explanation on the crazies, how the lunatics or basically the criminally insane survive. So that leads me back to the point that it's a demon wanting the evil to take over the world. They're going to be its minions. So, and that whole setup in the beginning with the clerk at the grocery store telling you that it's, the demons and end of the world, end times, and all that stuff. I don't see why they would have dedicated that much info to it if that wasn't where the writer was going with it. So, but it was good. Anyway, moving on to series of unfortunate events. We'll be binging this weekend. Love me some series of unfortunate events. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Some are slow, some are okay, and but they're all shot beautifully. Man, that movie that series is shot so beautifully. I mean, it's the same director working on the show. Different director, but he produced it. He produced the series. So, Barry Sonnenfeld, I believe the guy's name. And, yeah, they do a good job. I mean, the cinematography and the sets and the lighting and the costumes, beautiful. Beautiful stuff. But, yeah, those are fun. But like the books, they kind of... some of the books, there were 13 in the series, I believe, and I'd say about the last 4 or 5 are painful to watch, almost like Harry Potter movies. When they're walking around looking for those stupid hawk trucks, it's good Lord, that got boring. I mean, it was a perfect opportunity to nap a little bit. Nap time in the theater, and just the filler fluff, to get to the end of the series. But yeah, some of those series just drag on. Like all of them, there's a little flare of interest, midway through the thing. So I'm looking forward to it. But still, always better than what's on TV. Just regular TV. Boy, the networks, boy, they better step it up. CBS, ABC, all that good stuff. But, Netflix and Hulu, they're really raising the bar. I mean, the stuff they're doing. Beautiful stuff. So those networks are actually going to have to start opening up their wallets and putting up the money to have some really tight-looking made-for-TV movies. But I'm waiting for the big catch, the big hook on Netflix. I hear they're kind of like, giving it away the first couple of years, getting $1 trillion in debt, and then after everyone's addicted, turn off all their other stations, and now they're just, bound by Netflix. They're going to start jacking up the rates. But I guess if you got a subscribership of 500 million, and you just double it from $7 to $10 a month to $20, $30 a month, you're gonna make your money back pretty quick. So I guess that's the business model, but it's so strange. It's like, how much debt can Netflix get in? That should be a made for Netflix movie. The mentality behind getting $1 trillion in debt with a business before you turn a profit. Or so they say. Like no movie makes a profit. Sure. They keep everything a big fat write-off so they don't have to pay tax on it. But whatever. What do I know? A light blue collar schmuck working 9 to 6 every night. I don't know anything about making big bucks. I just show up, punch the clock, and go home. So, yep, today's Friday. And this weekend's going to be fun. We might go up to Baton Rouge, see Bro. Go up to the big malls. Never know. So, excuse me. This vlog's making me yawn. Yeah, I think I'm going to build some shelves this weekend. Also. Gonna put together a few shelves for my boy. He's my oldest boy moved back in a few months ago, and closing in the little mudroom we have, putting more shelves up for him. And Daddy gave me a bunch of wood and dicing it up to make shelves out of it. It's fun building simple stuff like shelves. They're just no-brainer, easy stuff. So, do that this weekend. Go to BR. We've been experimenting with the stop motion software on my phone. It's pretty cool. And, that reminds me. I gotta get my little miniature house back. Eventually I'll post a picture from that thing. And it's kind of like a little, excuse me. That McDonald's coffee is finally kicking in. Or trying to kick in. Yeah, it's like a little dollhouse. And, it's fun. That's something I started a few years ago. And it looks like some kind of Gothic style Tim Burton haunted house was the goal. You know, not quite twisted, warped, and nutty enough, but my own semi-sane version of a Tim Burton haunted house, you know. So I don't know, the paint job could maybe help a lot. It's got to be pretty much black, with varying shades of black. With kids running out front of it all dressed in black. So on a dark night, instant presto, it's a Tim Burton haunted house. Oh man, I should try sleeping at night. Not to be overrated. I only get my 8 hours on the weekend. During the week, 4 or 5, that's pretty much all I get. Of course, like I said, the drive, everything's 20 million miles away. About a 2-hour drive to my girlfriend's house in Baton Rouge. Hour drive to work, an hour and 20 drive back. About 35 minutes to pick up my munchkin, 35 minutes back. So, I'm always driving, but hey, that's why I get to do this vlog here. Keep everyone entertained with my never-ending, exciting life. So, yeah, Casey, it's interesting, back on Casey Neistat. You know, it's just a day in his life. Dude's a billionaire 20 times over, you know. I think he was a $17 million, and then he sold Beam for $25 million to CNN. Jeez. Dude's a hard-working guy. More power to him. But that boy's got something moolah. And it's like, it's interesting. It all goes hand in hand. You know, I wonder how much a year he makes in promotions, you know. And, yeah, I have to think mail time is the opportunity to make bucks. You know, he kind of always says who's sponsoring or not. It's not really a lot of sponsors. That's what kind of throws me off with those kind of vlogs. You know, you'd expect, you know, every single one to be sponsored by like Canon. You know, oh, look at my new Canon lens. You know, by the way, this vlog's sponsored by Canon. You hear that a lot in other vlogs, but not in his so much. So it's like, I mean, just the 25, whatever it is, 25 million subscribers he has, just they're clicking, you know, you get money off the ads that are airing in between his segments, I know, but he doesn't have, I hear the big money is when you get a hard sponsorship during your vlog, you know. So, I don't know, it's interesting how he makes his money. Of course, he has, you know, 2-3 separate companies. He's got his production house he's doing. He's got Beam that he just sold. He's got Lord knows what else, other fingers in other ventures. But he's a busy guy. That dude, man, good lord. Like 5 days a week, the dude's flying somewhere. Some seminar, some little 2-minute speech. In and out. You know? It's a trip. It's cool though. I mean, they're fun. It's very much like buckling on, going for a little ride, with him and Peter. And there's a couple other ones out there I've been looking at, checking out their vlogs and stuff. But those two are still my favorite. Kind of get burned out on them sometimes, but it's a fun formula they use. The production's really cool. Peter stuff's just gorgeous. They're looking at a big postcard the entire time. And Casey stuff's funny. I want to make a spoof on a Casey video. I'm gonna have mail time. It starts off by him entering a room, just throwing boxes, and you hear shattering sound effects. He got a big box from a chandelier company, and he just slams it on the table, kicks it across the room, opens it up, grabs the camera, throws it across the room. That's how he handles things. It's like, look, I don't care about any of this equipment. I just want to tell a story. And the only reason I'm not shattering and breaking this equipment more is because it costs so much money. He just loves slamming stuff around. That's funny. Slicing stuff open, slamming stuff around, giving it away. I'd imagine it'd be a pretty cool place to work because he apparently gives away all that crap he gets on mail time. There's so much room in his little offices. But I don't know. You're never gonna tell. Dude's probably got some storage. Store all his junk. But seems like that boosted board gets him around. You couldn't do that in New Orleans. Oh no. The streets are very treacherous. You would eat that pavement the first block. There's potholes everywhere. There's cracks in the sidewalk, cracks in the road, crazy drivers. No one yields. No one respects the symbols. You're lucky if they stop at a stop sign. But pedestrian crossing, no way. Not in New Orleans. And that's the most terrifying thing. I see these little families from Ohio or wherever trying to cross the street, and it's like, mom, dad, and 3 little kids like little ducklings behind them, and they're just like proudly walking across this pedestrian walk. I'm like, and cars are like slamming up next to them, hitting the brakes, because no one respects the crosswalks. That's just the way it is in New Orleans. The Big Easy, and it's like they haven't been given tickets to that. They don't enforce it, so why the heck would people do it? Of course, I try to remember to do it. Of course, after driving 25 years in New Orleans, not doing it or not even seeing the painted pedestrian walks, because they don't even paint them. Just recently they painted them all down Rampart and maybe Poitras and Canal, but that's it. It's not like a normal city. It exploded, of course. It's been a tourism destination years ago, but it's just getting bigger and bigger. So now they're having to paint the sidewalks and stuff. But there's no enforcing that. It's like there's so much big crime in New Orleans, that they can't possibly enforce pedestrian crosswalks or what do you call it? Jaywalking and all that stuff. It's like nobody enforces it. So you just get to a road where there's an opening, you go. I mean, that's how that's how locals look at it, and that's how drivers look at it. It's like, we have a huge, like 30-foot wide, freshly painted pedestrian walk in front of our parking garage to get to the station at work, and nobody stops. Nobody. I mean, all day long they just keep zooming right across it. And there I am standing right in the middle of the crosswalk. No one stops. It's just the way it is. But these tourists come into town and they don't even look. They just pedestrian walk. They just walk across. Dude, there's an 18-wheeler coming at you at 50 miles per hour, dude. They're only gonna get flattened. So anyway, just beware. If you're ever in New Orleans, watch your butt, or you're gonna get hit by a car. I mean, that's the whole time I'm bike riding. That's all I do. I'm just twisting my neck, looking around left, right, to make sure people are stopping at stop signs and stuff. Because a lot of my friends got hit. They got hit by cars. And it's not hard to do. It's a very busy city and not the best drivers on the planet. But anyway, it's all good. Hopefully today I get a little bike ride in. Pretty day. Kind of chilly in the morning. But yeah, that's it. Just a little recap of the day. Y'all have a good one. Have fun. And hopefully I'll try posting something with a little more whiz-bang next time. I'm going to attempt this pause button edit. See if we can't get any shots around the French Quarter. But lately I've just been crunched for time. It's all-consuming show. Talk to you later.